live check-in and check-out time in 2021. And partially it's because I've been really busy helping out people figuring out their virtual presence. Many of us, if not all of us, due to the pandemic, have been spending a lot of time in virtual meetings. And just today, I came across a list of things that I used when I went into real meetings, in-person meetings, not real meetings, but the in-person, when you're going to that room. And oftentimes, I would trip myself up. And I had to write down, I came up with 4 things that would help me be better and get what I wanted to accomplish done during meetings. The first one is I have a tendency to want to hear my own voice. And so the first thing that I want to remind myself, and I put these on a 3x5 card and I started to write them on the top of the agenda. But number 1 was listen long. Listen long before I responded or before I started to put my own stuff out there. I get really excited about ideas and concepts and I'll just start talking. And I need to stop, take a deep breath and listen longer than I think I need to, because I tend to stop short on that. Number 2 that I put out there is ask. Instead of tell, ask, and I put down ask 2 questions. And the idea is to ask for clarification. Before I jump in and give my opinion about something that somebody else says, make sure that I know what they're talking about. So ask 2 questions for clarification. Number 3 was check my own perceptions. And one thing that's helpful for me, not just after I ask the question, asking questions like, what I hear you saying, let me check and make sure that I'm tracking with what you're saying before I jump in with more stuff. So 1, listen long. 2, ask 2 questions for clarification. Number 3 was check my perceptions. And then after all those 3 things, number 4 is offer. Sometimes I'm pretty strong when I am suggesting or putting ideas out there, and I need to remind myself to make sure it's an offer and not that I'm forcing my concepts or ideas on anybody else. So when I step into a meeting, those are 4 things that I do in order to make sure I'm more effective in those meetings. Now, other people may need other things, but it's a good idea to remind yourself of what kind of presence you want to have in whatever meeting you walk into. So that's one thing that I want to put out there. Another thing is I want to tell you why it's been so long since I've gone live. And it's because I've been helping people understand their virtual presence. So if you go to our website, we're working out how to let people know that we can help you with your meetings. We can help you be more effective in your meetings and figure out how to actually get things done in virtual meetings. We're also helping people put on virtual events, fundraisers, and festivals and talent shows and all these different things that people want to do. They can't do it in person yet, so they want to do it online. And next, after we figure out how to do it online, we want to help you figure out how do you do them blended. Some people call them hybrid events or blended events, where you go back to doing your in-person festival or talent show or awards, but you also want to take advantage of what you learned during the pandemic around doing things virtual. We're also, in fact, this week we're doing a conference. The NCCPS, or the Facilitators Unconference, is happening starting Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and it's the best conference I go to. I've been going since the early 90s, and this year is virtual. So if you ever wanted to try out one of the premier open space conferences that are out there, NCCPS is it. Private message me or just reach out, figure out how you can get to go to this conference. It's virtual this year, so everybody can join us. And want to remind you, you can follow us on YouTube with the Living Life Juicy channel, or you can follow the IntoWisdom group on Facebook as well. So let us know what you think. Give us a comment, give us a like, follow, and I'm going to try and get back on and doing these things, more virtual live check-ins with people. So have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.